Hi everyone and welcome back to the Sweetie Nail Supply channel. Today we have a very special video for you. We will be showcasing the DVOK Chilling Collection along with teaching you how to use 5 different types of magnets to create all of these different magnetic looks. The collection itself comes with 10 polishes and its own bar magnet, which we will show you how to use. So if that sounds good to you, please stay tuned and let's get into swatching each polish. The DVOK Chilling Collection features 10 different magnetic gels, each with a golden toned magnetic shift. The entire concept of the collection, from the name to the golden shift to the color scheme, is inspired by champagne. The set really evokes a feeling of luxury with the gold shimmer paired with more neutral, nuanced undertones that complement the magnetic particles well and allow them to be the shining spotlight. The size of the magnetic particles create more of a shimmery, glittery effect than sort of a smooth, velvety cat eye, which is perfect for representing the effervescent, bubbling nature of champagne. For the base gel itself, it is a thicker consistency, more of a thin to medium viscosity, which is actually very beneficial when working with magnetic gels. You want to work in thicker layers so that the cat eye effect is very strong. And there's a good variety of colors to those base gels, which makes this collection perfect for every season. Now that we've looked at all of the colors, let's talk about magnets. So let's start with the magnet that comes with each DVOK collection. This is the standard bar magnet. To showcase some of the different styles, we're using DM48 and painting on a thick layer. A thick layer will be best for the magnetic effect rather than multiple layers. The first simple look that we will show you is how to create the cat eye line effect. Turn the magnet on its side and just hold it over the nail. The magnetic particles will concentrate under the line of the magnet, creating 2 shimmery vertical lines, the classic cat eye design. You can either cure this or you can paint over the nail again to reactivate the particles. Now we will show you how to create the beveled effect. Keep the magnet on its side and swipe it back and forth along the edge of the nail at about a 45-degree angle shown here. Doing this on one side only will create that nice shifting effect when you tilt the nail from side to side. From here you could cure that or you could flip the nail over. Do the same motion on the other side of the nail and then hold the bar magnet at a 45-degree angle above the free edge of the nail. This will push the particles back towards the cuticle and create a nice French tip design. We are going to go ahead and cure this and then move on to the next magnet, which is the set of cube nail magnets. Using DM50, we will showcase how you can create really fun organic swirls. You want to hold the magnet parallel to the surface of the nail, but you can separate each individual magnet and stick them back together in whatever configuration you would like. Experimenting with this will give you so many different options for various swirls and shapes. You really just want to play around with it. Here we're actually doing 2 layers, so we've cured the first fully and now we're painting on another before going back in with those cube magnets. This time placing that swirl in a slightly different location for a nice layered effect. You can repeat this as many times as you would like until you have the desired swirls. Since we are in summer, this method is perfect for ocean or pool themed nails. The shimmer plus the swirls make the perfect water effect. Up next, we are going to take a look at the multi-purpose magnet, which has 2 different sides. The first side we're looking at will be similar to the bar magnet. For this one, we're going to put down a thick layer of DM42, and then we use the end of that magnet to create a French tip line. You just want to take the magnet and push it from the cuticle edge up towards the free edge, holding the magnet at about a 10 to 15 degree angle, and that creates that nice curve. Make sure to cure this quickly so the particles don't move around too much. The other side of the multi-purpose magnet will create a nice, even curved line across the surface of the nail. Just hold the magnet parallel to the top, making sure that you're close enough, but not too close to touch. The direction of the curve will follow the line cutting through the center of the magnet. And we are doing 2 layers here to amplify the color and the effect. This is another one of those techniques that you could layer in opposite directions to create more of a dynamic look, but we like the classic simplicity of this design. Now let's talk rod magnets. We do offer a variety of sizes and they all work in a similar manner. we'll use the gorgeous peachy shade at number DM44 to showcase the rod magnets. Starting with the smaller option, we'll create that same beveled effect from earlier. Just swipe the magnet back and forth at a 45-degree angle along the edge of the nail. From here, you can create the velvet effect where all of the particles are brought to the surface by doing that same motion on the other side. This creates that ultra shimmery look where all of the particles seem centered on the nail. You could stop here, or you could create a French look by taking that magnet and just pushing it from the cuticle edge towards the free edge. The rod magnet essentially pushes away the particles towards the French tip. These also create the spotlight effect or the light chasing effect. You just take the magnet and holding it straight up and down from the surface of the nail, move it in small circles around the area you want the spotlight to appear. The jumbo magnet is a really great option for this effect because the strength of the magnet will really pull together those magnetic particles in the center to create a strong spotlight. To emphasize this even more, you can go in with a second layer, following the same process over the same area, just slowly circling until all of those particles are concentrated in the middle. This technique really allows the magnetic particles to shine and sparkle, and seems especially fitting for the gold tones of this collection. For our last design, we are going in with DM47 and just painting on a band in the center of the nail, blending out the edges. Before curing this, we are going to take the double-sided flower magnet and use that to create some hand-drawn custom swirls. You want to hold this again parallel to the surface and just push and pull the particles until you've gotten the desired effect. This tool gives you so much freedom to create swirls in any direction and any shape that you would like. And once we're done, we will cure this layer. Now taking the same color, we're just going to paint over the patches that we hadn't already covered, and using the other end of the magnet, create a flower design. This too you want to hold as parallel as possible to the surface of the nail, which means you might have to angle it a little bit depending on the curve. If you are doing a multi-part design like this one, we do recommend that you flash cure between layers, just to make sure that if you're happy with the magnetic pattern, that you preserve it by curing it in place before moving on to the next part. And that is the finished floral design, perfect for the upcoming summer months. We're just going to top everything off with the DVOK enamel top coat, which is a nice thick consistency to blend out any uneven areas from the multi-layered designs. And that is the end of this tutorial. We hope this really helped you learn about the different types of magnets and what you can do with them. Every technique we showcased here with the DVOK Chilling Collection can be applied to a wide variety of magnetic gel types, and we'd love to see what you are creating, so please make sure to tag us in your posts. Everything we used today will be linked in the description. Thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe for the next video.